going live.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So we are going online. Hello, everybody. Hi. This is Shuvo here, CEO of Success Dante. Sorry for the technical glitch. Now we are back. I am Shuvo here, as I mentioned earlier. Thank you very much for joining us. And so today we have another exciting guest with us, Dr. Miyuru. So she's a very good friend of mine and my better half. And so we have lots of good memories together. And so and when it comes to lifestyle, you must learn from this gorgeous lady. She knows how to deal with. That's one of the main reasons we invited with Shuvo. Apart from that, she's a good friend of ours. And let me just okay, yeah. Miyuru, can we have you? Can we?
Hi, Shuvo.
Hey. Hi. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
How are you? Good. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I am still handling this. Hold on. Okay. For some reason, this is okay. Hello.
Hi, I'm still here.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello, Miyuru. Are you
Hi, hi.
there?
Yes, still here.
Awesome. Yes, we're back. Okay, great. Brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me just give an introduction. Oh, yes, yes. So, without further ado, let's do the introduction and start this, okay? So, Dr. Miyuru Jayavira, she's a PhD holder, is an internationally certified and registered yoga instructor, and she has a teacher's training experience more than get a hold of this, more than 500 plus hours from an International Yoga Alliance Federation. Yeah. Hello. You're there? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Hello. Miru, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Hello.
hear.
Can you hear me? Miru?
Yeah, sure.
Miru?
I'm here. I
Can you hear
you.
me? Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. So the
Okay.
connection is a bit disruptive today, I think, for some reason for Zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just going in and out of this thing. Suddenly it disappears. Okay, great. Uh, yeah, it's a bit unstable. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Miru,
Hi.
can we have you back?
Oh, yes. Finally.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. 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 So it should be okay now. Okay. Great. So as I was telling you, so she has clocked in. Okay, if you have heard what I said earlier, so she had 500 hours of teacher's training. from US. Then again, she didn't stop there. So she clocked in more than 750 hours of yoga teaching, continued at advanced yoga education for International Yoga Alliance. And at the moment, we were just having a chat before this, and she told me that she's doing learning a new type of yoga called medical yoga. That's very interesting, right? So medical yoga, probably you'll be the only one who has medical yoga in the future in Sri Lanka. So with that, Miyuru, and she's doing this medical yoga from India. Great. So Miyuru, my first question, I know the audiences are waiting. What is yoga and where it has been originated from? I know all of us, we do yoga, but what is actually yoga is all about?
Right.
You can tell us.
So yoga is an ancient system that was originated in the Indus Valley.
So what is yoga? What is it originated from?
Yeah, it's an ancient system, wellness system that originated from the Indus Valley civilization, 3900 BC. Then it came down to the Vedic and Upanishad and Rig Veda. There's documented history of yoga from India. Then during Lord Buddha's time, there's documented history of yoga. And then a sage called Patanjali wrote a scripture apparently called the 8 Limbs of Yoga. And that is the kind of the Bible that is followed by some yoga practitioners in the world today and teachers. There's also another arm. There are so many arms of yoga that kind of divided from this origination. Different types of yoga, but the first could be the Hatha yoga, and at the same time the Ashtanga yoga system. So Hatha and Ashtanga yoga systems were the first systems of yoga that originated from India. So when we say yoga, I think most of us know yoga as a physical activity. You might have seen the asanas, the postures, you know, how beautiful women clad in bikinis do all these poses on Instagram, right? So that is actually one arm of the Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga means 8 limbs. There are 8 components. So we just see as the physical aspect of yoga is one aspect of yoga. There are 7 other aspects of yoga that includes pranayama, the breath control, then yama niyama, the observances, the kind of discipline that a yogi should be having. Then there's asana is the 3rd limb, pranayama 4th limb. Then there's the pratyahara, the withdrawal of senses. Then dharana, meditation. Dhyana, another level, upper level of meditation. And then finally samadhi, that is the kind of the destination of a yogi, of a practicing yogi. So yoga is not just asana or the postures that you see. It's a huge system that treats your mind, body, and spirit. And yoga, with the name yoga, the name is also the combination or the union of mind, body, and spirit, in a nutshell.
Wow, my God. And all I thought is that, okay, you just move yourself in a difficult way. That's all it's about in yoga. But I didn't know that it has so much of branches. Wow, brilliant. And I love the fact that what you said, it's a connection between mind, body, and soul. Wow, just imagine when these 3 things are aligned, anything is possible. Brilliant. Okay, so my next question, how yoga can help us to create a healthy and happy life?
Yeah, so the human body has 5 sheaths. It's like what we see here is the gross body. You just can't see the physical body. But if you take, actually you have 5 layers. So there's Anamaya kosha. Kosha is the sheath or the cover. So this is the physical body. Then you have the Manomaya kosha, your intellectual body. Your pranamaya kosha, your energetic body. Your Vijnanamaya kosha, your intellectual body. And your blissful body. So there's 5 bodies. And in yoga, we treat all layers of this body. Your physical body is what you actually eat. That's why it's called anamaya. Ana is what you eat. So your food. So your physical body is nourished by the food. But what about the other aspects? Your mentality, your psychology, your aura, your vibration, and your energy within the body. The world is full of energy. The universe is energy. Everything has energy. So in our body inside also we have energy. And we can regulate it through yoga. So if you do the yogic practices properly, you could bring them into a kind of a union. So you will feel better. You will have better health. You will feel better in your mind, less stress, full of mindfulness. So there's a lot of benefits that you can get from practicing yoga.
Wow, brilliant. So this ana, right? So we all most of the time focus on ana, right? And other two, we don't really focus. So,
yeah.
Other four, yes. Other four, we don't focus. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's quite interesting. If you can give some, maybe you can give some recommendation, like what we can eat, like that will have a positive impact in our body.
Sure. What we eat, I mean, if you are like practicing a very strict yogi, you should actually be a vegan, not even a vegetarian, a vegan. But you and I know,
okay.
Yeah, but you and I know, I mean, I'm not vegan, so it's quite difficult. I mean, if it has to be approachable to you personally, so nothing can be, done by force. So if you really feel, if you're ready, then you can be a vegan. But until that time, you can try and develop the other koshas, the other layers. So what you eat, please, if you can, completely get rid of all the processed food. Try and intake the fresh food that you get. So as a practicing yogi, we don't eat too much of the unnatural artificial food, because it really kind of interferes with the pranic energy that we kind of invoke in our. Try off by not eating processed and junk food. That's a start. And then you can slowly, when you're ready, start being more healthy,
Right.
much more healthier. Yeah, so that's about the food. And the drink. Like
Okay, got it. So I just want, yeah. Okay, got it. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, in conversation with Dr. Miyuru Jaivira, so she just said no processed food. So listen to that, okay? And okay, so next question is, can your body heal itself? Like energy healing, can the body has the capacity of healing itself?
It can definitely. So when we get sick, it's by two means, either from an infection from outside or a chronic, which means you are sick from inside of yourself. So I think, as Sadhguru says, 70% of the ailments are chronic these days, which means your energy is not purified. Within you, you are not healthy enough to battle it out yourself. So yoga, there are 7 chakras within your body. 7 chakras means 7 energy hubs within the body, starting from your root, then comes to your sacral, which is your hip area, then to your solar plexus near your navel, then your heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra here, and then the crown chakra. So there's this huge energetic system in our bodies that keeps giving us the energy in different layers within the body. So have you heard when people say my heart is blocked, or
Yes.
I can't get pregnant, my fertility is not working out? So these things have a kind of a correlation with your chakra system inside the body. So there are yogic practices that you can kind of release the blocks. There are kriyas, there are pranayamas, there are asanas that you can do, even meditation. A lot of it is meditation, actually. You could really release the blocks. And your cells, from a cellular level inside your body, your cells rejuvenate through the yogic asanas, pranayamas, meditation, and the kriyas. So yes, your body can heal itself. And yoga is actually used as an interventional approach to health. So while you are having your medicine, your Western or Ayurvedic or whatever medicine that you take, you can have yoga on the side to make it more hasten your well-being.
Brilliant. So this one thing about this medical yoga, that's what you're following, right? Does it have something to do with inner healing, or maybe you can just give us a quick overview of that?
Yes, it has a lot of it.
If it is okay.
Sure. So in medical yoga, I've just started learning it from this panel of doctors in India, in Pune. So it's an amazing, fascinating subject to me. So yes, the body has the capacity to heal itself through energy. It also how we do it, the method is through different asanas and pranayamas. So we build up the kind of energy, the kind of positive energy to heal our cells inside the body through specific asanas and pranayamas, specifically for lifestyle disorders, as we call it, like diabetes mellitus, type 2, hypertension, stress, depression, high blood pressure, acid peptic disorder, cholesterol, rheumatoid arthritis. All these could be looked at and could be managed. I won't say 100% healed, but managed so that the quality of life could be better of the patient.
Okay. Wow, that's brilliant. My God, just imagine. You don't have to take medication, but your own body is healing yourself. My God, brilliant. Okay, so next question, Miyuru, yeah? What is mindfulness?
Mindfulness is a state of mind. Some people might kind of confuse it with meditation. Mindfulness, meditation could be a technique to achieve mindfulness. So mindfulness is living here at the moment, right now, right here. So you can be mindful while walking, while having your dinner, while talking, while sleeping even. Your mind can work in a mindful way than dreaming about all sorts of rubbish. So mindfulness
yes.
is a practice that you kind of
to do that.
It's a practice that you, as a ritual, you can practice it, and at a point your mind just stops kind of judging things and consuming everything that it gives you, but only filtering the most important, the most nourishing aspects in your life and your environment. And this is called Swadhyaya in the Ashtanga Yoga lineage, in the 8 limbs of yoga. Swadhyaya is self-study, self-reflection. So if you can be mindful of your actions, your thoughts, your behavior, your words, then you can start being mindful. So that's a practice that I think if you want to become more focused, have more health, be healthier, be more productive, creative, mindfulness brings all those benefits. So the first step is to have Swadhyaya, which means self-reflection. Am I doing this correct? Is this necessary? What I'm just going to say, is it necessary right now? Is it the right time and the right person in front of me to tell this? So these little things, these practices like the yamas and niyamas, like the observances, the Panchilpadapaha in Buddhism or the 10 commandments in Christianity, you could integrate your religious observances here as well and try and start being mindful, being a more mindful person. It's a lifestyle, it's a state of mind. And meditation is one aspect of being mindful. It's a technique.
So we can utilize the meditation. Only one thing is, sometimes things happen to us and we tend to react immediately without thinking. right?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is the calm, focus on it, and then act on it, right? That's what you're mentioning. Right?
Yeah, it's like my husband actually, he's not a yoga practitioner, but
Okay.
about 8-10 years ago, something he told me really is in my mind. If you're writing an email, write it, keep it, read it, reread it, shut the laptop down, come back to it after an hour, read it again, change it. If it's really necessary, send it. So yeah, I mean, we react sometimes without thinking, and then it could go terribly wrong. And I mean, in the corporate world, this
Right.
happens always. We react to emails, to people, without actually thinking about the longer, the reaction is. I think it weighs down your own good judgment, because you are just so kind of used to reacting to what your mind says. Okay, let's go. So there's something called the autonomous nervous system. Have you heard it, Shuvo? Our brain is,
Yes. Yeah.
human brain is wired like that. We have the autonomous
Yeah.
nervous system. It's automatically we fright.
It has started from ancient time. Yeah.
Yeah, so we get scared, fright, fight, flight. So we first get the fright, we get scared, then we either fight or we flight. We run away. Either we fight
Right.
or we run away. So that is our nervous system. That is
Yeah.
the wired way, the human brain. But that is an ancient reaction, because as cavemen and women, ancient times, we had to do that in order to survive and be and to protect ourselves from wild animals and natural calamities, right? So, but now in the modern times, the problem is the brain is still wired like that. The brain has not evolved. The neural system has not evolved from that. So right now we still react fright, flight, of fright, fight or flight.
Right.
So what happens is,
Right.
since there's no animal in front of us or no natural calamity that we have to endure this, what happens is that adrenaline rush, the hormones that come to the forefront, the heart rate goes up, the pupils dilate, the trachea contracts, and then our blood sugar levels pump up to give us more energy. All that happens, giving us so much of stress.
Yeah.
But since we are not utilizing it by fighting with the animal or by running away, what happens is it translates to the brain, and we are kind of always stressed. We are stressed, because we are always in a stress response. We are frightful, we are fightful, and or we flight. So this is the sympathetic nervous system that is working in the brain. But through yoga, you activate the opposite, parasympathetic nervous system. That is to endure, to understand, to tolerate, to be mindful. So we are kind of going from the wired way of the brain to the opposite. And that's why yogic activities are very important to control stress.
Brilliant. So can this, I love the way you explained it. Brilliant. I mean, this is, and this is actually, we don't know why this is happening, no? for our brain, why it actually reacting in that way. It's simply trying to protect us. That's why it's doing it. So next time there is no fight. So next time, go to yoga, do yoga with Dr. Miyuru. She will be able to help you manage your other side of the primal brain. Brilliant. Okay, okay. We have a question from the audience. Sayandan is asking, what's the difference between Shivananda Yoga and Vanisha Yoga?
Vinyasa Yoga. Yeah.
Sivananda. Yeah, Vinyasa, yes. Yoga.
Yeah. Sivananda
That's why
Yoga.
you're the doctor.
Yeah. Sivananda Yoga is based on Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is the ancient Sanskrit scriptures written by Maharishi Swatmarama. And in Hatha Yoga, this Ashtanga Yoga method, I just said that there are 8 limbs of yoga: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Those 8 limbs are kind of altered. In Hatha Yoga, they don't have Yama, Niyama. What Hatha Yoga believes is, first of all, it should be Kriya, Shat Kriya. They have something called purification of the physical body in 6 ways. Then the second is asana. So Hatha yogis give more importance to asana, the postures. Then comes pranayama, the breathing techniques, and mudra and bandha, and dhyana comes in the middle as well. So it's yoga, but it's a different way of Raja Yoga. So there's one in the tree of yoga. There's one limb called Raja Yoga. So in Raja Yoga, you get so many different yogic styles. So Sivananda Yoga adheres to Hatha, whereas Vinyasa Yoga adheres to Ashtanga Yoga. Vinyasa Yoga style is different to Hatha also. Vinyasa is 1 step, 1 movement, 1 breath, 1 movement, like a dance. Hatha Yoga is where you stay in 1 pose for a few breaths or counts.
Okay, wow, brilliant, very clear. Okay, your friend Hasini Gunasekara has asked a question. How do you make yoga a part of your daily life? How do you do that?
Sure. So Yama Niyama. Yama is, okay, in Ashtanga, the 8 limbs of yoga, the first limb is Yama. Yama is again 5 components: Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. Ahimsa is being non-harmful, non-violence, being sympathetic, and being kind and compassionate. You all are like that. We all try to be that way. So you are already in there. Satya is being truthful, truthful to your actions and through your words. That means no gossiping, no abusive words, and no empty words. So that is Satya, and no lies. Asteya is non-stealing. We don't steal. We all do our jobs. We just earn our money in good ways. Brahmacharya is the correct use of your vital energy. So you have to understand, okay, one example is when you are in your corporate life, if you feel like that you've argued enough with someone to prove your point, if that person is still not getting your point, then the best thing is to just understand that your energy is lost there, and not to use your energy anymore, and just to try channel your energy into more productive things, right? So that is Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya translates directly to being celibate, but I think that's for a proper yogi who lives in a cave or something. But since we are modern people, you can use your energy in the correct sense. Then the other thing is aparigraha, non-attachment. If you are too attached to anything, then you suffer. I mean, this is Buddhism as well. So in yoga also, because Ashtanga yoga is actually fed on by Buddhism, because in history, the timeline is Patanjali, the rishi, has written the scriptures right after Lord Buddha. So it's said that Patanjali was influenced by Buddhism. So Yama is mostly our Pansil Padapaha, the 5 precepts as Buddhists, Hasini. Niyama is another set of observances as a yogi that you should do. Saucha is being hygienic, cleanliness. I mean, you have to keep yourself hygienic and clean, as well as your surroundings, mind and body, clean in mind and body. Santosha, contentment. Contentment is to be content with what you already have, and not to always feel like I need this, I need this, I need this. Yeah. Then comes tapas. I love the niyama tapas. Tapas is the discipline and the commitment. I'm going to wake up at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow to do my pranayama and my Surya Namaskar. That is tapas. But tapas also has to come from a place of acceptance to what you can do, and love. Yeah. Then comes the other two niyamas, swadhyaya, the one that I told you about self-study, reflecting upon things, upon your words, upon your actions. Then Ishvara Pranidhana, if you are religious, if you have your God, if you are not, if you're an atheist, then maybe your intellect to abide by and have the faith in your faith. What do you believe in? So Yama Niyama, those two limbs of Ashtanga Yoga are a good way to integrate yoga into your daily life. And asana, you can do Surya Namaskar every day and make yoga part of your life. You can do pranayama every day to make yoga integrated to your daily life. And meditation.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm simply blown away the way you have explained. My God, the clarity that you given us. Thank you so much. And it looks like it's like a lifestyle related and more into values, right?
Yeah.
That you practice your values, the way you do it, and be your word. Accountability, responsibility, integrity. Those are the areas you're talking about. Okay. Next question from Sayandan. Even while Sayandan is asking second question. Okay. Even while doing yoga, the human mind jumps up to external world. What's the best way to control the mind? How do you control the mind, Dr. Miyuru?
Okay, I was just watching a video by, I love this, I love Sadhguru. I was just watching a video, a lecture yeah, I love Sadhguru. The way he explains it, it's amazingly, very humble, but very animated and, so he says, please don't, this is not my quote. He's saying this. Human brain evolved from being an ape to this state after so many years of evolution, and now you want to control it, right? So what he says is, don't try so much to control your brain. It will control itself when you control your actions in your daily life. So if you abide by yama niyama and the pranayama and the asana, you will come to a certain point in your life that you, with minimum effort, you could channel your energy into having a good meditative state in your brain. And even if it doesn't, even if it runs amok, my personal idea is not to try to control it too much when you're meditating. I'm sure Thiru is asking about meditation. When you're meditating, that your mind runs off. Yes. Let it run. I mean, you can't. There's comes the time that you can't. You can. This is what you call dhyana. If you come to a state of dhyana, then definitely you don't have to control it. It's controlled already. In meditation, in dharana, try to just bring your mind back to focus. It'll go around as a monkey mind. Bring it back to focus. That is meditation.
Right. Got it. I love the word monkey mind. Yes. And that monkey mind, as you wake up, your monkey mind also wake up with you early in the morning until the time you go to sleep. Right. And the idea is through yoga, manage it and focus, bring that back to the focus. Okay. So Hasini is asking, during a challenging moment, I think it's a very valid question. Not because she's my wife, but I think it's a very useful question. During a challenging moment, anything in particular in yoga that we can use?
In a challenging moment, you could start breathing first. Challenging moment, I mean, we all breathe, but try to bring your awareness to the breath more than other times, more than you usually would. Actually, we don't even take notice of our breath when we just spend our daily life. Your body just breathes for you. The system, the magnificent system that we are endowed with just does it for you, and you don't even take notice. In a challenging moment, the best thing you could do is to just start breathing and try to calm down your autonomous nervous system. the stress response in your mind and your body will start activating in a challenging moment. So the best thing is to sit down, breathe, take a deep breath or two, and then start Swadhyaya, self-study. What's happening here? How can I react? What is the best way to react? I know it's easier said than done. You have to really be actively yogic to be able to do these things. But try that next time, Hasini. When you come face to face with a challenging moment, that's what I usually do. Sit down, breathe, and then you think about it. How can you react? What is the reaction? Also think about the cause of the challenge. How was it caused? And there's always a cause and effect. So the effect is the challenge. What was the cause? Can you kind of change the cause? Can you go back and try and alter it, or can you do something in the future to alter it? So just be mindful of your actions and your thoughts, and try not to give in to the stress response in your mind.
Great, brilliant. Thank you so much for the clarity. Okay, Kanchana, basically a good friend of ours. So I was actually thinking about this question, and she has asked this question. She said that how frequently should you do yoga for best results?
Yeah, yoga, I think Kanchana is asking about asanas. Asanas are the physical
Yes, the
component.
physical yoga. Yes.
Okay, so asanas, if you can do your Surya Namaskars every day, brilliant. I mean, Surya Namaskar has all sorts of twists and turns and back bends and forward bends and standing postures that completely rejuvenates your energetic system within the body with the breathing pattern that you integrate into Surya Namaskar. It can really give you really good health benefits. If you have back pains, if you have diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, cholesterol, all that can be tackled. But how frequently you can be yogic every minute by thought, by being mindful, by being meditative, by observing your yamas and niyamas. You can be yogic. It can be a lifestyle. Lifestyle is it's not a frequency. It's a lifestyle. It's forever.
So Miyuru, she is saying that asana and pranayama.
Oh, yeah.
Also.
Okay, so pranayama, there are some pranayamas that have a few contraindications. So you have to be really careful based on your health conditions. If you are completely healthy, you could try everything. But some pranayamas are not suitable for different non-communicable diseases. Like high blood pressure patients are not advised to do some pranayamas because it kind of revs up your energetic levels, and too much is also not good. So, pranayamas like Nadi Shodhana, like the alternate nostril breathing, or the belly breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, or the normal pranayamas, the Brahmari pranayama, all that is good if you could do them every day even. Asana, yes, asana, if you could just do your Surya Namaskars every day in the morning, right after you wake up, just 6 rounds of your own Surya Namaskar that you're used to. That's a really good practice. And if you can have about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, at least twice a week, to practice your other more intense asanas, if you like your Hatha Yoga section, that is also good. So you could actually see physical results. You could actually see your muscles popping out. You could actually see your skin glowing. Yeah, you could see your skin glowing. If you do your Surya Namaskars daily with your normal pranayamas, the Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing.
Oh, brilliant. So no more steroids. Okay.
No more steroids.
Okay, brilliant. And so how long you should do it? Like 1 month, 2 months, you'll get the result? Or because, we're at a state right now, I'll be very honest, we say, oh, we do this for a week, it will give me a result. Oh, I do this for 2 hours, it will give me a result. So is there any prescription like that? Okay, there is no prescription like that.
Oh.
I was hoping that you're gonna say that there is a prescription. Okay.
No,
Great.
it's a lifestyle. You just have to go by it if you start.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. Okay, great. So it's a part of lifestyle. So there is no prescription as such. So you gotta love it. Oh, there is a nice comment by Pratibha Nanaikara. She's mentioning that I believe the world would be a better place if everybody practices yoga. Wow. Your knowledge is amazing, doctor. I am at awe. Is there any academic body that governs this study? And if there is an academic, like if one is interested in learning more how to go about it, is there any governing body?
So International Yoga Alliance is the world governing body, which I'm a part of. I'm a member of International Yoga Alliance. In Sri Lanka, there is a governing body, but I would not mention it here. Mainly because I'm not very sure of their capacity. So I will make sure that I know more about them, and I will talk about them. Pratibha is one of my students. So
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay.
No
wonder. Okay.
She's a brilliant lady. She's got so much of strength and flexibility in her. She has done yoga before she joined me, and now she's like shocking me with all her asanas.
Yes.
Well, there are so many good yoga teachers around. I could give you some recommendations. You are with me. So in all my online videos, on all the classes, I try as much as possible to impart my knowledge to all my students. I don't keep anything to myself. So there's no guru mushti. So I put everything out there. As yogis, we have a duty from the universe to share the knowledge with the world. So that's what I'm doing. So you are in a good league, but if you want to learn more, Myris will be starting a school soon. We are just getting the accreditations done from the International Yoga Alliance, and once we do get the accreditation, you can be one of my students and be one of the teachers. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so that comes, okay, so I think it answers your question as well. What's your purpose of learning and teaching yoga? What's your purpose? Why did you start it?
Yoga, I came to it very accidentally. One of my very good friends, Yasara, dragged me to this yoga class saying, hey, there's something called yoga. Have you heard of it? Like, you should do it and see, And I just
went. There's always a friend.
There's always a friend. She fell out of the bandwagon. I don't think she practices it anymore, but I continued. So the first class that I went to, the first asana I did, just a standing posture called mountain pose, gave me so much of energy. I was, oh my goodness, if this one first pose can completely awaken me, what would it be like if I actually start practicing it? And that was the first time. It never stopped from there. So my purpose was to give that feeling to the students who come to me. There are so many different kinds of students who come to me. I want to lose belly fat. I want to lose baby fat. I want to be more flexible. I want to come to a headstand. I mean, everyone revolves around this asana, like like a gymnast. I want to do this and that. And lose fat. That's like a major, like lose fat or lose weight. So everyone comes for asana, but as they practice yoga, they understand that it's much more than that. Because Shuvo,
by doing yoga.
Sorry. So I will tell you a little bit about the brain activity. What happens when you start practicing.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. You lose weight. You lose fat. You do.
Oh.
Yes, there are asanas, and if you can come to that level of asana, the intensity as a practitioner, definitely you'll build muscle. and you lose fat.
Wow.
I was just going to tell you about the brain activity, what happens when
you were talking about the brain, brain wave and
brain waves.
Yeah.
So all of us humans have different types of brain waves, starting from gamma waves, which are like very, very active. So these brain waves are mostly found in teenagers and children, and when they are studying and all that. So gamma waves. Then beta waves, when you are concentrating on your studies, your brain slows down a little from gamma to beta. Then comes alpha waves. The brain waves slow down even more. Then theta waves. The Tibetan monks apparently scientifically have proven that they have theta waves throughout. Then comes a state of brainwave activity called the delta waves. That's when you have your deep sleep and REM, rapid eye movement. Then comes to another brainwave below that where you can go out of body experiences, and to dhyanas in meditation. So what happens when you do your asanas, your asana is your posture practice in yoga. You have, if you do it properly, I mean, of course, there's a way of doing it, there's a scientific way of doing it. You have to bring your focus into the movement of your body, so much so that your brain waves start decreasing down to the alpha level. And that's where the meditative aspect starts in your brain. That's why most people who start with asana end up also doing meditation and integrating yoga as a lifestyle. So unknowingly to them, the asanas give them a kind of mental activity that gives them more creativity, more patience, more mindfulness, so much more benefits, less stress, because your brain waves come down to a certain level through asanas.
Right. Got it. So I think you answered so clearly. My God, I'm simply blown away. And so my next question was actually, how does yoga can make us mentally strong? I think you've already addressed it.
Yeah.
That how it can make you strong.
Mentally strong, because with all the lifestyle practices like yama niyama and your swadhyaya inside your niyama, you always reflect on the actions and the reactions that you do. That practice, then you are more aware of nature, you are more aware of the works of the universe, because you are internally aware of yourself. Your body is your universe, so this is your world. If you can look into yourself, into the 5 koshas, the Annamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, the Pranamaya kosha, then the this body, and the Jnanamaya kosha, the 5 koshas, the 5 layers of your body, through yogic systems and pranayamas and meditation, your mind is just another component that you have to maintain or manage. So you become more mentally strong to handle situations, to do the correct thing at the right time, to take the right decisions at the right time. Because if you practice yoga properly, yes, not just asana, but all other aspects combined.
Brilliant. Yes. So I believe, Tony Robbins said that whatever we do in life is 20% skills and 80% psychology. So, which is so true. So we require to make our psychology very strong. And I'm all about psychology. It's all about mental strength. Because when you have that mental strength, definitely it helps you to take that action positively, basically positive action, positive outcome. Okay, Satyendra, a good friend of mine. So he's asking, do you recommend learning yoga using YouTube? Sati, I think you should join Dr. Miru's yoga class, not YouTube. But anyhow, let's listen to Miru what she says.
Yeah, the thing is, I can't say anything against it, because I do it at the moment because of the COVID situation. My My classes are online as well. But I think the main thing that you must be aware is you have to have a connection with the teacher. If you can contact the teacher, show your asanas through WhatsApp videos or images and ask her or him for progress, for tips on improvement. Yes, definitely, because we are all different anatomically. So if you are doing an asana by looking at a YouTube video of a teacher who cannot come back to you on what your body is geared for. Say if you have a problem with your shoulders and if you are not strong enough to go to a headstand, if you still think you want to try it out and you have no strength on your arms and your shoulders, you keep your head down, you give too much of pressure to your head, you end up with a cervical spine injury. And there's no way the teacher can come back to you, or you can ask the teacher on YouTube to give you stretches to relieve it, or even to ask you if you are ready for that. Okay, so find a teacher. I'm not saying me, there are so many good teachers in Sri Lanka. Find a teacher who can be interactive even after your online practice with her. So what I do is, in my online videos, my online students are always with me on WhatsApp. They send me videos of them practicing, asking, doctor, tell me if I'm doing this correct, and I would screenshot and I would circle the certain areas that they're hyperextending the knees or they're hunching their shoulders when they come down to asana. I would say improve on that, because yoga, if you do asanas improperly, it could also end up being a bit contraindicative. So be careful of and choose your teacher properly. A teacher you could be in contact with, even though the classes are on YouTube.
Great, brilliant. So thank you very much, Miyuru. So we are in a conversation with Dr. Miyuru Jayavira, and she has been brilliant, outstanding, awesome, and the clarity I got with this interview, it's amazing. Thank you very much. For the audience's benefit, two things, simple two things, what everybody can practice to be healthy. Two things, what do you recommend?
Two things, so again, Surya Namaskar, the easiest sequence that you can figure out. Do your Surya Namaskars daily, do a pranayama daily, eat. I have more than two things. Is that permitted? Hasho, more than two things, is it permitted? Okay, so
yeah, sure. Definitely.
Do your Surya
how can I stop a giver? You're a giver, please give. No problem.
Surya Namaskar, a simple pranayama. Please meditate at least a minute a day. When I started meditating, it was like, oh my God, I can't sit in one place. Oh my God, I can't focus. So what I did was I put a timer on my smartphone, and I started breathing in and out until the timer went off within a minute, just a minute. And when you think I'm meditating, when you have the feeling of meditating in your mind, that 1 minute is like a lifetime. So that's how I started. So just keep your timer for 1 minute, let it go off within 1 minute, stand up, go and do your work. That's how you start. Increase the time. Next week, start going for 2 minutes. Meditation is not breathing in, breathing. That is pranayama. That is the breath control. Meditation is focusing maybe on the breath, which means you observe the breath and not forcefully breathe. Or there are other meditative techniques, so many techniques like Trataka, even just looking at gazing without blinking your eyes at a candle in front of you. You could start by doing those things. You could just do a body scan by lying down. If you feel like you want to lie down today and not sit straight, lie down in your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Do a body scan top to bottom. Just visualize your anatomy and start relaxing from top to bottom. So think techniques like that. Then you can start your breath meditation. You can meditate in metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. Think about yourself first, think about your family, then your friends, your neighbors, the whole world. You could meditate on the Buddha's Navaradi Buduguna, the 9 qualities of Lord Buddha. There are so many ways you can meditate on. You can meditate on the word Om. You can use mantras to meditate. On the internet, you will get mantras. If you are more kind of an auditory person, close your eyes, listen to the mantra and start listening to it intently. That's a meditation. So many techniques. There are so many apps on meditation these days. I'm not going to give you the names because it will be like branding to them, but you could try them out. There are so many apps. I use app when I feel like I can't meditate on my own. There are days like that. I use an app to listen to a guided meditation. Chakra meditation, cleanse your chakra, the energy body, by using different techniques. So start with 1 minute a day. Increase it to the next week to 2 minutes. Increase the month into 5 minutes. And then regular practice will make it a habit. 21 days, it makes it a habit. And then you will it will come naturally to you and you'll be more mindful. So many other benefits will come to you. The universe will open its arms to you. The nature will praise you. Other things, like things that you can't even think of, like invisible things. We are all connected to nature. We are all parts of nature. So the best way to connect with nature is meditation. So try doing it. It's a very good ritual. Now the next question is that, isn't it? Shuvo's next question.
Yes, the ritual.
Yeah.
So I thought, so you have already covered that. So would you like to add anything else on that? Other than meditation, anything else?
Yeah, so that is to nourish your manomaya kaya, that is your psychological body. The physical body, the annamaya kosha, you could do your Surya Namaskars. The energetic body, to nourish your energetic body, you could do your pranayamas. Your breath control, breath regulation. There are so many techniques like Kapalabhati. If you want to lose belly fat, if you don't have high blood pressure, you could try Kapalabhati pranayama. Gives you the upper abs in no time, upper cut in the abs. Stress relief, Brahmari pranayama. Sinuses, to relieve sinuses, Nadi Shodhana pranayama. So many techniques and rituals you can integrate into your life as rituals.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary. Miyuru, you have been amazing. Great. I learned so much. I learned so much from you today by just doing this interview. And the audience, I'm sure it has really beneficiary for them. So, how to reach you?
How to reach me? Okay, my website is myrus.lk, www.myrus.lk. You could leave a message there. There you go in the comments. My Facebook page is there. Facebook page is there, Instagram handle is there, YouTube channel is there. You could reach me through Instagram, Facebook, or through the website.
Great. So what we'll do is, for the audience's benefit, after the session, by tomorrow, please come back to our page. We will have all these, how to reach Miyuru. We'll have a post on our page, and you can actually look at it and you can get connected to her, right? With that, I believe we are at the end of our session, and it has been a wonderful talking to you, Miyuru. And I love what you do, and I love how you connect with people, and I love the way you help people. That is very important at this point. And there are so many so many things are happening out there, which is very uncertain right now. But what gives you certainty is within yourself. And you are the best person to learn from when it comes to learn about yourself, what's happening within you. Right? And what you have shared today, it has definitely made a positive impact to our audience who are here. And I'm simply grateful and grateful that we have you in our life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your clarity of thought and your clarity of thought, it's not only helping you, it's helping the people around you, your family, the community itself. I really appreciate and thank you from the top of my heart, not from the bottom of my heart.
So sweet.
From the top of my heart. Thank you so
much. Having me in
thank
your
you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Any last words? Yes, would love to listen to you. Any last words? A message you want to give it to the audience?
Yeah. Start. Just start. You know, when it's a new thing, it kind of scares you. You would think it's not for me. Just start, because yoga is nothing religious. You could integrate it into your religion. My students are of all religious backgrounds. I have Muslim students, Christian, Catholic students, Buddhist students, Hindu students. Yoga is not a religion, it's a way of life. So just start somewhere with someone. So just start, because it's a very good system to kind of to bring peace to yourself. We all want to de-stress. We all want peace of mind. So this is the starting point. Just start.
Just start. Oh, wow. I love that message. So simple. Just start. Yes, we need to create momentum. When you have momentum only, then you see. Yeah, you're so right.
If you want motivation,
dear audience,
my Instagram and see my students practicing. I always show off my students. It's not just about me and my school. It's all about the students, how they practice, how they integrate yoga to their lives. So I feature them all the time. If you want motivation, come to my Instagram or my Facebook, and you will see how all sorts of
people on that. When I see the testimonials, right? It's actually not a testimonial. You can read it and feel it that this is somebody from their own heart, from the heart they've written. It's very genuine. I love it.
I shed a tear every time I read a testimony. Oh my God, I shed a tear because it touches me so much. Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing service. I'm thankful too. I'm thankful to my students for trusting in me and coming to me as their teacher. I'm thankful to them, and they're brilliant. They're all very, very, very committed. And there are some students who are not that committed, so I kind of push them. I WhatsApp them asking, "Are you practicing your yoga? Can I help you? What are you doing these days?" Just make them a little guilty, and then I get them going again. So if you want motivation, you could come and watch the page and see how I have students of all ages, of all capacities, of all body types. They are not all thin and lanky and tall. There are mamas, there are athletes, there are soldiers.
Wow.
Yeah, there are corporate CEOs, chairmen, so many different levels of humans that you can get motivated.
Right.
Yeah, humans. Yeah.
It's not about the position or not about the not about whatever role you're playing. It's at the end of the day, we are all are humans. That's what it is. And then yoga binds us together.
Yes, we are all in a class.
Yoga binds us together, right? Yeah. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, Miyuru. Thank you, Dr. Miyuru Jaivira.
Thank you, Shuvo, for having me.
For your so for your contribution. Thank you so much. And thank you all. Thank you so much. I feel enlightened. I feel so grateful at this point. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. It has been a wonderful talk between us and the audience, and it has been. We have actually got comments. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us, and it has been a wonderful journey and wonderful interview as well. Thank you so much. And the world's biggest virtual summit, we have 13 world-class speakers speaking on the stage for 3 consecutive years. And the speakers like Tony Robbins, Sir Richard Branson, will.i.am, Pitbull. So they're the one who's going to speak on this stage. Well, please look out on our page and register for it, because this has been a privilege to listen to this world-class speakers. You don't have to travel anywhere. You can sit and listen at your home, and it's completely, absolutely free. Go and register for it. That will be our invitation, and look out for our real talk with Shuvo for next Friday. And with that, Shuvo signing off. Have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you.